Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Ana Luisa. These two necklaces are actually Ana Luisa, and this is actually Ana Luisa ring. This specific quote was taken right off of Ana Luisa's website. Don't know what's going on with my hands these days. Hello, beautiful people. Hello. For anybody that's new on my channel, my name is Inga, and on this channel, I cover a lot of brand reviews, sustainability tips, and soul fashion. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to be here in my studio, aka my living room, recording this video today. I've been wanting to do a review for a little bit, and today I was like, what brand should I review today? And the one that really kind of came to me was Ana Luisa. If you have not heard about this brand yet, it is a very, I would say, smallish brand that really kind of came to the spotlight last year. I really kind of found out about it in April of 2020, which it was a very dark and weird time in New York, especially. Not much was going on, so of course people were online a lot, and this brand just kind of popped up onto me on Instagram, I believe, of course. And I was like, you know what, let me figure this brand out, because they were making a lot of sustainability claims, and I just was like, well, let me see what this brand is about. If you are wondering on my shirt, by the way, this is an Alexa shirt I thrifted on, I believe, the Real. I am obsessed with this shirt. It's so cool. It's summerish. Yeah, just a quick note about my outfit. So Ana Luisa, they've been making a lot of sustainability claims that, you know, they are a sustainable brand, jewelry brand. And anytime I thought about jewelry about a year ago, I always thought of either fine jewelry, or I thought of jewelry that was like trash jewelry. And when I say trash jewelry, I'm really kind of thinking Forever 21, H&M, pieces that you would buy for $2, sometimes 99 cents on sale. And yes, I have done that before, maybe a couple of times, to be honest. And you know, it's jewelry that is like super fashiony, or it's pretend fine jewelry that pretty much breaks the first or second time you wear it. It looks good for the gram, of course, and then you're like, why the hell did I buy that? Like, why? Why? And you know, Ana Luisa kind of came and was like, you know what, we can be sustainable, but we can also be affordable. So that's kind of really what I think about the brand. I have recently been starting to get more into jewelry, because before that I was like, not really sure. Like, I kept using the pieces, the cheaper pieces I had, the more expensive pieces I had. For example, this ring is my birth ring. I've had it since I was born. I absolutely love it. I never take it off. I think I have not taken it off for years now, that I have like these size of hands. You know, my hands, I don't know how I feel about the size of my hands, but beside the point, this ring was given to me on my 16th birthday by my parents, and this is actually an Ana Luisa ring, so I would love to speak about them today. Before really kind of getting into the brand, now that I talked a little bit about them, these two necklaces are actually Ana Luisa. This is my replacement one, and I'll get more into that in a bit, but both of these necklaces are Ana Luisa, and then this ring. None of these were gifted. I bought them myself, again, a year ago, and kind of wanted to just talk about a little bit about the brand, what they stand for, and if I would purchase from them ever again. Let's dive right in. Let's talk about sustainability claims that Ana Luisa makes. Ana Luisa is a carbon neutral company, which is great, because I think a lot of companies are starting to become carbon neutral. However, I think the size of Ana Luisa is still small. I think carbon neutrality is very important for their brand and for them to grow exponentially. Ana Luisa is carbon neutral, so they say that they partner up with Carbon Footprint Ltd, a certified company that's committed to elevating, tracking, and helping companies of all sizes reduce their environment. This specific quote was taken right off of Ana Luisa's website. So they also have this life cycle assessment report, which, using a cradle-to-grave approach of their line of products, everything from manufacturing to transporting their products, raw materials, blah, 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 they are carbon neutral. So that's the sustainability claim. I also saw on their website that right now they're trying to really take it a step further. They offset their carbon footprint with Cool Effect, a 501c3 nonprofit in San Francisco that has different causes, and one of the biggest ones is that they're trying to preserve a forest area in Massachusetts, and they contribute to the Brazilian Amazon Rosewood Conservation Project. Next, I would like to talk about their inclusivity. I did see that from the model perspective, they seem to be inclusive for their models. I saw, not just white models on their website, so it seems like they do care about that. However, there was not a statement of inclusivity on their website, so I did want to point that out right now. For their style, as you can see, they do kind of focus on dainty, more minimal jewelry. However, I feel like I've seen a few fashion statement pieces recently on their website, so maybe they're trying to kind of grow into that fashion crowd right now. It feels like we were very obsessed with dainty jewelry the past couple of years. It feels like more people are picking up on fashion statement pieces more recently. I don't know if it's just me. If it's not, if you've kind of been noticing the same thing, please do comment down below, let me know. I'm kind of curious to see if other people are also feeling this way. However, dainty jewelry is always going to be timeless. People are always going to want it. So I think that's kind of the pieces that they've been really focusing on. For the next section that I have is working conditions, which is very incredible. As a remake ambassador, I always try to look at those things in a brand. So I would love to talk briefly about their working conditions. They do list out different supply chain processes that they have to go through, from making the jewelry to finding the products to having more of that corporate office. So each section is kind of divided out. I think there were about 6 sections, but for example, I picked one that was in Shivei, China. They talk a little bit about the manufacturer. However, they only point to us what region the set places. They don't necessarily tell you what exact factory it is, which I wish they really would, for that extra kick of sustainability and transparency, but we don't see that. However, they do divide it into like years in business, number of working employees, employees working hours per day, and a lot of them were 8, paid overtime, employee benefits, certifications and audits, which is very important to me. And for this specific one, they had BSCI, SGS, GSV. So they did have some audits listed that they do. Again, they don't mention the exact location of the factory, so I can't say or speak on that as much as I would like to. So let's jump into the next section, which is going to be materials. They really kind of use 3 materials from what I've seen. One of them is lab-grown diamonds, which is cool. So, they're obviously doing good. They're trying their best. I think that from what I saw, and I'll pop this right over here, from what I saw is that a lot of their materials are recycled, or they're trying to use materials that are a little bit more sustainable. I don't know if there's a thing where a company can use recycled diamonds. I just saw that they have lab-grown diamonds. I don't know if there's a specific, if they use both or just the lab-grown diamonds, but this is kind of what I saw on their website. However, with lab-grown diamonds, again, there's no mining required, and there's more traceability around the diamonds, so that's really cool that they do that. They also use old-plated brass, which is gold plating. They add a thick layer of gold into the surface of another element or metal. They use brass. Brass is cool. My problem with it is that oxidation does happen, and I am a person that loves to bathe in her jewelry. I do. Both of these necklaces I've taken countless showers in, so my pieces do not look the best anymore. This is why I really myself prefer 14K gold over vermeil or anything else like that, just because my jewelry does not last. It's me. I know it's me. So it's not probably my favorite thing. They also use sterling silver, which is 100% recycled and made from 92.5% pure silver. So yeah, I'm not sure if there are more materials that they use, but these are the 3 materials that I found on their sustainability page in About Us section, if you will. Next, we're gonna talk about packaging, my favorite. I think I say that every video. The packaging, and I did receive it, is very minimal and it seems very sustainable. It does come in a pouch every time. I I just wish you didn't have to have this pouch. The pouches used to be suede. However, now they are cotton, they say. Like, for example, if I was ordering a few pieces from them, I wouldn't want to get a pouch every time because it's like, what would I do with all these pouches in my house? Like, I live in a freaking New York City apartment. I don't need these pouches. So it's like, I don't know if I wish you could just say, I don't want this pouch. That would save them money. And of course, not have the consumer have these pouches. So that's just me here. And if, it just would make more sense to me. However, it does come in a very small cardboard box. It's very minimal packaging. They're made from 100% recyclable paper. So that's great. That's really pretty much what I'm going to say about the packaging. Again, there's not much more to mention. Last but not least, section that I think you've all been waiting for and me. What I buy again from Ana Luisa. So it's a yes and it's a no for me. I think, okay, wait for it. The no, there's a reason why I say no. So again, I'm a person that has to bathe in her jewelry. I just do. I forget about it. I'm wearing these pieces. They become kind of like part of me. So I completely forget that I have them on. So would I buy from them again? I would buy their 14K gold pieces. I probably would not buy their other pieces that are not 14K gold. Again, it's because when I buy something, I want it to last for a very long time. And unfortunately, it does not last for me. This is my second chain because the first one was already tarnished. So this one I've had the entire time. This is about a year now. So it still looks really, really good. But compared to my gold ring, it just doesn't look as great. Again, because I've been bathing in and showering in it. So I don't know. I would buy their more nicer pieces, their fine jewelry pieces. But if you can stay out of the shower, if you can take care of your pieces a lot better than I can, and I think you probably can, I think this brand is great. I think they're heading towards the right direction. And I think they're like a lot better for, someone that's looking for budget conscious jewelry pieces that are still really timeless, but still very much in. And that's why it was a yes and a no for me at the same time. I'm also a person that's like, I don't need 100 jewelry pieces. Myself personally, I'd rather save and invest in a few pieces. Like, these rings, I've been wearing them for so long. I sleep in them. They're not coming off. And that is what it is. However, this ring, and I'm going to show this to you, it is really, really cool. It has this black band around, or it has a gold band around, but has like the black fill. I do really love this ring. It's super cute. It either looks like this, there's a little silver here, or it can go like that. It is really cool. I do really love it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please comment down below on any other brands you would like me to review. I would love to continue doing these videos in this series because it is kind of fun for me to talk about brands that I do really like to support. And in the future, maybe I'll talk about brands that I do not like to support. So thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you being here, and please subscribe, please like the video, and I will see you in another one. Thank you so much. Bye.